Alrighty, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully well. Today is Monday, February 4th, 2019, and I welcome you to today's gameplay stream. Hello, hello, everyone. So what's going on with all of you? I apologize. The stream did start a little late today. We're typically about 5 to 10 minutes later from when I would usually like to start. So, here's the deal. Every week, as you guys know, overnight on Sunday, Twitch will update the stream stats leaderboard that's built into the chat, meaning the cheering leaderboard. And the way it works is that every week, once a week, this whole thing is refreshed, okay? And when it's refreshed, when it basically refreshes, it changes a few different things. All right, it, number one, will have the whole thing reset, and number two, it kind of updates a few things. Like, it's like a weekly update that Twitch does to the whole system. And what I do usually on Monday is I, boot up, and I see, oh, look, my stream chat is outdated. It still has the leaderboard from yesterday. So I'll close it up, I'll refresh everything on my laptop, and then I'll open up everything new, so the new leaderboard's there and everything's good. So I just went to do this. And guess what? It didn't work. And I don't know why. It seems like Twitch has changed a lot of stuff. First of all, you might have just noticed, guys, like Infinite just resubscribed to the channel. And it looks like there's new notifications in the chat for that. They look different now. There's like a star or something. I don't know why it looks different. I don't know what happened. It's like they changed stuff overnight. And for some reason, it just looks different. I can't even see when you guys resub anymore. Like, for example, Infinite just said, oh, I resubbed, and it said in the stream chat, Infinite resubbed for the 15th month in a row. I'm looking over at Muxy, and all it says is Infinite 55 subscribed at tier 1. That's all it says. So I think it reset everything. I think what they did as of today, they changed a lot of things. Popsicolo actually just said, yes, it's now a lifetime month sub instead of concurrent subs. So they changed the system, and because of that, now I actually cannot see how long someone's been a sub in Muxy anymore, because the system changed. So it's kind of annoying, but at the same time, I understand why they're doing it. Basically, they don't want people to sub and miss a month by a few days and then go sub again and then lose their level of sub. Like, I'll give you an example. There was someone here who had been a sub for 2 years, and then, well, I take that back, about a year, and then they missed out on a couple of months, came back and lost their streak, and now it looks like they've barely ever subbed, when in reality they have been a long-time supporter. They were just away for a couple months. So they're changing that whole system. Okay? They're changing that whole system. Popsicle says that means people can already have 3-year badges. No, that wouldn't be correct, Popsicolo. Well, wait, actually, no, you're right. See, so Popsicolo's right, because the people who can have 3-year badges, he's right, would basically be the people who have been around and following me for years and years. Because remember, I actually first started streaming on Twitch in 2014, right? So you're talking people who maybe had subs back then for like a year. Because remember, I left Twitch late 2015. Then I came back. No, wait. When did I leave Twitch? Was it late 2015? I was playing an Assassin's Creed game. I remember that. I left for about a year and a half, and then I came back in late 2016. So I was gone for at least a year to a year and a half from Twitch. And then I came back to it. And I've been streaming on the site now for about 2 straight years. Yeah. So, yeah, basically the bottom line is, guys, the subs are going to be screwed up for a while. And the reason I say that is everyone now is going to have the opportunity to basically say, oh, look, I'm a sub. Everyone who's the sub can say, oh, I'm a sub. The problem is it's not true. Like, for example, today, you may not resub, but you may be a current sub. You may be able to still pop up the message that says you're a sub. So it's going to completely blow up my notifications. Completely. And so I might have to, honestly, today, especially if we get sub spam, I may have to, like, ignore it. because the whole stream may just be people, you know, all 500 subs clicking on, oh, I have a new notification. I can show Phil that I'm a sub. Even though they didn't resub, you still have that option. I think they reset everything overnight. So, yeah, see, here you go. So, Baby Man Gaming just said, it says, they resubscribed for 5 months. They're currently on a 4-month streak. So, you see what I mean? So, Baby Man Gaming has been a 5-month sub, and 4 straight months, he's been subbed. See, so it's going to now break that information out for us in the stream chat, but it's not going to do it like in my Muxy feed. Muxy certainly has not updated anything to accommodate for this new thing that just launched today. So that's one thing that's different. The other thing is I can't see the stream stats leaderboard at all on my laptop. And I don't know why. I didn't turn it off. But it's not showing on my laptop at all. Now, I refreshed like 10 times. I even restarted the laptop and updated Google Chrome, and it's still not showing it. So it seems like they updated some stuff. Okay. And what we'll have to do here is try to figure out, moving forward, can I get stuff working again? Because obviously, the stream stats leaderboard is something that I like to read out, you know, usually on like Tuesday, Wednesday. And if I can't do it from my laptop, that means I have to get up and go over to my desktop to write down the people who are on it and then come back. It's really annoying. So I guess we'll have to figure this out, okay? So welcome everyone to my first of 2 gameplay streams today. Full day of streaming today. So we had some abnormal occurrences here overnight. You may be saying, what does that mean? We had freezing cold temperatures and snow. Outside right now, in some areas, we actually have about 5 inches of snow. On the ground where you're people driving, it's about 2 to 3 inches. And it's melting, you know, because as people drive, it's going to melt. So it's not a huge deal. But it's hilarious because people here in Washington State are freaking out because we don't often get snow in this area. So they're like going nuts. Oh my God, people are calling out from work. People are having snow days. It's like, dude, there's like 3 inches of snow. Really odd. But last year, I only had snow on Christmas Day. It was Christmas 2017. I had snow on Christmas Day. That was the only snow I had all year. This year, this is the first snow we've had. So it looks like we're actually going to have freezing cold temperatures all week, which is interesting. We almost never do. And the snow probably is going to melt. It's not going to last forever, but it's just something different, you know, that I'm not used to. Obviously, it doesn't affect me for my streaming purposes or whatever. It affects Kat because Kat has to go to work tonight. But luckily, after tonight, she has a few days off. So even if it stays cold and the snow is a pain in the ass, she only has to get to and from work tonight, and that's it. So, so that was just cool. I thought it was a cool little factoid that we had some snow today. Also, we have a really good idea for the upcoming retrospective event that I'm going to be doing. Right now, it's scheduled for February 13th. Okay, everyone? So just so everyone knows, February 13th. All right? That's when I'm going to be doing the retrospective marathon event. Someone gave me an incredibly good idea the other day. They said, Phil, you know, your original vlogging was all done on a channel called The King of Hate HD. And you did that for about 2 years. You had vlogs on The King of Hate HD before you converted from that channel kind of over to a different system. So why don't you, for the marathon, reminisce and watch some of those videos? Now, the thing is, The King of Hate HD is still active. I can still access it. I can still watch all the videos myself. But for some reason, that page got blocked to the world. And I have no idea why. It's very odd that it got blocked the way that it did. So I think one of the great things that we can actually do during this retrospective event, I can log into the page and I can play the videos from the page and we can watch together those videos, right? I think that would be pretty cool to go back and reminisce on some of my earliest vlogs ever. You know, these are vlogs, a lot of these. The first episode of DSP Tries It ever was in 2010. And a lot of the videos on that channel are from the years like 2009 through like 2011. So that was my early years. My very early years of existence, you know, on YouTube. Pretty awesome. To maybe go back and reminisce some of the earlier days, right? So I think that's what we're going to do. I think that, you know, it'll be a fun thing to go back and reminisce about the early years, right? And I could give you behind the scenes info on, oh, look, here's the old condo, here's how I was doing stuff then, and stuff like that. Could be pretty neat. And then, of course, there'll be other stuff. You know, people have been nominating stuff for months on what's going to be in this event. You know, some of their favorite playthroughs and the like. So what I'll be doing is amassing a big list of stuff that we can go through that day. But I think just going to the King of Hate HD, the original vlogging channel from 10 years ago, and going through those vlogs could be incredibly interesting. Especially because some of the earliest DSP Tries episodes and all of that. Like, it'll be pretty neat to go back to the very beginning, okay? So yeah, so that's coming up. February 13th. Oh, for those of you who are longtime fans, or for those of you who maybe are, you know, a fan that's only been around for a little bit, and you want to know about my origins of how I became a content creator for the internet, this is going to be a very fun event, all right? A lot of behind the scenes and kind of, you know, commentary, behind the scenes commentary and reactions to the older stuff. It's going to be great. Okay. Alrighty then. So, what else? Not too much today. We're doing 2 different games. We're doing Kingdom Hearts 3. That's right. It is returning here right now. We're going to finish up the Pirates of the Caribbean world, which people are telling me I'm basically in the finale of it right now. And then we're going to be doing the Big Hero 6 world, which apparently is the final major world in the game. Then you've got the big finale. So I guess we'll see how it goes today. You know, how far we actually get. And we're nearing the end game from what people are telling me. From what people are telling me, it seems that, you know, we're going to be done sooner rather than later. There's not much left. After Big Hero 6, there's just kind of like a final gummy mission, and then you go to a big final world area where it's basically the final plot developments and fights and stuff like that, and then that's it. So I'm playing this today and tomorrow. I mean, will we actually finish it? We might. We might actually finish it tomorrow, depending on how stuff goes. 8 more hours of gameplay. You know, if we don't, that's perfectly fine. We could just finish it up later in the week. So allow me to go through the schedule. So right now, Kingdom Hearts 3 for about 4 hours. Tonight, the return of Dark Souls Remastered. That's right. Tonight, we'll be resuming with Dark Souls Remastered. Sen's Fortress. That kind of whooped my ass last time I played it. We'll be re-exploring it, doing more stuff in it. Seeing how far I can get. Probably hope to finish it up and go from there. So yes, Dark Souls Remastered tonight. That should be fun. Then tomorrow, more Kingdom Hearts, as I mentioned. And tomorrow night, the return of Minecraft Chill streaming. After the last Chill stream where things went horribly wrong, but then I kind of turned it around. You know, it got better, in my opinion. It got better and more exciting. So, definitely that'll be a fun. So, pretty cool. And then, Wednesday of this week is my day off. Okay, so Wednesday I will not be live streaming. I'll be spending time with Kat and running the errands for the week and all that. I'll be back on Thursday, and Thursday will either be the conclusion of Kingdom Hearts or more Dark Souls, depending on how stuff goes. Thursday night will probably be more Black Ops 4 Blackout, okay? And then Friday, again, we'll play it by ear. Will it be Kingdom Hearts? Will it be Dark Souls? I don't know. And then we've got the weekend heading into next week. So, you know, it'll be fun. It'll be a fun mix of stuff that I'm going to be doing, you know, for the next week. And it'll be a balance between all this fun stuff I've been doing. We'll see how stuff goes. If Kingdom Hearts continues, great, you know. If not, well, if I beat it sooner rather than later, we can focus on Dark Souls for a while and balance that with the more chill stuff, okay? And then, like I said, the 13th will be the retrospective event, the special retrospective event, all right? And then, of course, the 15th is the big day. The 15th of this month, the big day where there'll be all new release content, 3 new release games, plus DLC expansion content for Resident Evil 2. So you're basically talking 4 new releases on one day. There's no way, obviously, I could cover them all. So more than likely, what I'll be doing is balancing the days. Balance this and balance that and, you know, juggle stuff around and see how it goes. Okay. All right. So there's the rough schedule, everybody. So, honestly, I don't have that much else to say. I think what we're going to do is do the usual plugs segment. And, And then, I'll do shout-outs, although the shout-outs are going to be weird, because like I said, a lot of people are going to be doing the sub notification today, even though they didn't resub today. So, it's actually going to be almost impossible for me to tell the difference between those who subbed and didn't. It's just going to show, oh, like, Phil got 100, 200 subs today, when in reality, I only got like 5. And there's nothing I can do about that. Okay. So, ladies and gents, thank you very much for all of your support. Thank you for allowing me to do what I love for a living. Thanks for hanging out with me on a daily basis on stream. Thank you, thank you in general. Everything, you know, on the streams has been great. And I've been enjoying myself. And I hope you've been enjoying the streams recently with new release content and the more new release content coming shortly. It should be a great month here. All that being said, okay, you know, I do need your support in order to keep going. In particular, coming up in April, I have a giant tax payment due that I cannot afford. And I know I'm going to be in hot water. I don't know how bad it's going to be. So, all of your support right now, you know, not only you're helping me to afford everything that I do normally, but you're going to be helping me with the upcoming problems in April. So please consider contributing to keeping stuff going. All right? Many ways you can contribute. You can pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. If you do that, you'll earn personal perks for your pledges. And I have an update. If you pledged in January, the pledges have almost completed processing. As of the end of today, they should be 100% done. And therefore, finally, I should be able to contact many of you and let you know how to get your perks by tomorrow. I'm hoping, because right now I think there's still like 25 more people who need to process, and it's going very slow. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, Patreon. Then there's Teespring, where you can buy fun merch. All right, cool things like t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and yeah, obviously it helps me out because there's commission for each sale, but you get a cool collectible. But then also, if you're here live on today's stream, you can either cheer, sub, or tip. And if you do so, I'll give you a verbal shout out during the stream, a thank you for your contribution per se. As you can see, we have the stream stats leaderboard in effect at the bottom of the screen. So if you're either the top cheerer or top tipper of the day, I'll get you up there and give you credit for your contributions. So it's extra recognition for your contributions. FYI, we no longer do ties, just so you guys know. So first come, first serve. If you're the first person to do a 50-bit cheer, boom, you'll make it up on the leaderboard. And then if anyone else does a 50-bit cheer, they'll still get a shout-out during the stream. I'll give them a verbal shout-out, but they're going to have to top that with 51 bits or more in order to make it on the leaderboard, okay? As you guys can see, we also have a total tips goal here running for the day. I am trying to raise as much money via tips as possible to help me pay bills until I get my very large Twitch payment, which is supposed to be coming around the 15th or 16th of this month. So please consider contributing via tips. It helps tremendously. It really does. All the money that you guys are giving me via tips is going straight towards bills. Already I've raised a good amount. I need more. So please consider tipping me. There's 2 ways you can tip me. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click. If you don't see that button, you can type !tip into the stream chat. That'll bring up a link. Either way, you can either choose to be anonymous or get a shout out during the stream. And again, if you can contribute via a tip, let's try that again. If you can contribute via a tip rather than another method, that is the preferred method. The tips help me the most out of anything. So please consider tipping me if at all you can. It's going to help me out right now more than anything else. Now, in regards to cheering and subbing, those things help me too. If you cheer or sub, those things also will help me long term. And in particular, for the month of February, if you cheer or sub this month, it will help me towards the tax situation in April. In fact, this is the last month where you can cheer and sub and help me out with stuff like that. Okay, so please consider it. But in particular, please tip me if you can. All right, that's it. That's it for the plugs. I've had enough of it. All right. Let's now get to shout-outs. Like I said, we're going to have an abnormal amount of sub shout-outs today because Twitch has redone this whole system. All right, so first of all, overnight, Swaggins cheered. He said, with the success of Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 Remake is now 100% confirmed. Pretty crazy how people just want remakes. I haven't really heard any demand for Resident Evil 8, even though it's rumored to be in development alongside Resident Evil 3 Remake. I think it would be cool for the remakes if they stayed third person. Resident Evil 3 and Code Veronica are the only ones that I think need a remake. But for the new entries, I think they should continue with the FPS style. Do you agree? Yes. I honestly think that they should make 2 series. They should make 1 series of Resident Evil games that's in the classic vein of how they used to be. Classic survival horror, third person, grueling difficulty with low ammo counts, difficult enemies, great atmosphere. You know, that's what you need. Then you can continue to make first person. You can even make the action-based ones again. But that's the problem is when Capcom decided we're just going to turn Resident Evil to an action shooter instead of survival horror, that's when people got pissed. You know, man, we don't want an action shooter. We want true survival horror. And when you're doing these open area, running around, co-op, driving vehicles, and where really the survival horror takes a back seat to just shooting 100 million enemies, I can certainly understand why people thought that the series lost its way and were very upset with games like Resident Evil 5 and 6, okay? So, that's okay. It's kind of like I said also with Assassin's Creed. They should still have classic Assassin's Creed games where you're sneaking around, you're doing assassinations or whatever. Then they can continue on with their open world, like their series like Odyssey and all that. There should be 2 separate series. I think both have a place and both would do very well. The problem is, when you take a game series that has a huge fan base and you just decide to change it for whatever reason over time, but you don't still create that original experience that people are craving. That's why we just saw Resident Evil 2 do so well. We haven't had a game in the vein of classic survival horror like that in a long time. So you put out a game like that, of course it's going to do well. And what I would almost say is now that Resident Evil 2 did so well and they're going to remake 3, I almost guarantee you're now going to see other game companies say, oh shit, if we just make more difficult survival horror games, we're going to actually do better just like Resident Evil. We might start to see them again. You see what I mean? I actually think we're going to start to see them again. Maybe we'll see remakes of games or reboots of games. I mean, how cool would it be to see Silent Hill modernized? Great modern graphics, reimagined plotline. You know what I mean? It could be really good. Of course, we're not going to see it because Konami's a piece of fucking shit. But I think what's going to happen is we're going to see other companies now take up the reins and say, man, survival horror now could actually do well in this climate. It's just that we've been doing the wrong thing. Let's go back to making them difficult and have this suspenseful build-up and everything. You see what I mean? I think it's going to be great. I do. I think we're going to see a renaissance of survival horror. I hope so. I would love it. You guys know, survival horror is some of the best playthroughs that I enjoy doing and you guys love watching. You know, that's why Resident Evil 2, sky-high views the entire, almost week that I played the game. And I know why. I really do. All right. So shout out to Infinite55, who did a 300-bit cheer overnight. Thank you very much to Infinite, okay? Now we go to today's contributions, which, like I said, I don't know if they're legit. We've got Sigint05, he says, who subscribed. He says, I want to see you pop and shake what your mama gave you for my anniversary. No thanks. Bebo Carrot subscribes, says, go DSP. Infinite subscribed. Eternal Napalm subscribed. Romy Rose subscribed. Two-Bar King subscribed at Tier 2. Which is awesome. Thank you, Two-Bar King, for the Tier 2 sub. And he says, I actually got my lost 8 months back. So there you go. Some people had accidentally fallen out of the sub for like a couple weeks. And then came back to resub and had lost their streaks. And they're now getting their streaks back, which is pretty cool. And thank you very much, Romy Rowe, for the the Tier 2 sub, which actually helps me out more. Thank you very much. Babyman Gaming subbed and says, what do you think about rapper 21 Savage being from the UK while pretending to be a rapper from Atlanta? I don't think about rapper 21 Savage at all. At all. I don't care about him. I don't even know who he is. Never heard of him. Never heard him a single lyric that he said. So, it doesn't affect me in the least, and I don't give a crap. However, Babyman Gaming is the first cheer of the day, so let's get him up on the leaderboard. There we go. Oh, gotta wake up. Okay. Young Remy has subscribed to the channel. Cookie Monster 414 has subscribed to the channel. Goldry Bluzko has subscribed to the channel. Babyman Gaming cheered again and said, Kingdom Hearts 3 was short for 10 years of development. Yeah, And, you know, there's the cop-out that fanboys are saying now is, oh, it wasn't in development for like 10 or 13 years. It was only in development for 5 years, which I say, bullshit. You know, the game has been anticipated for 13 years. Now, you may say, well, they only developed it for 5. Okay, that's because the team was busy making shitty spin-offs. They should have just been making Kingdom Hearts 3. That's not the fault of the consumer. That's the fault of the game developer studio. And therefore, yes, they should be held accountable for it. It's been a 13-year wait for a game that, by all reports, is just as short as the other ones in the series from 13 years ago. Oh, by the way, it's much easier, so you blow right through it. So there you go. Darth B. the Corner subscribed. He says, hope you read this. For the first 3 months of these 6 months, this was a gifted sub because I couldn't afford the sub. But then I got a pay raise, and I paid off my debts, and I subbed myself for the last 3 months. I think I would have been a 2-year sub last November, laughing out loud. Well, at the very least, Darth B. the Corn, you're showing as a 6-month subscriber. I don't know, I don't know if that's going to change or update, but you are showing as a 6-month subscriber in my stream chat. So at the very least, you got the 6 months consistent. That's good. So, and thank you very much for the consistent support. It is appreciated. All right. And Winter Wolfie has subscribed. This is 1 year. Congratulations, Winter Wolfie, on 1 year of being a sub. Let's actually check on sub count because I don't think it even went up. No, it didn't. See? We actually went down. I knew it. So most of the people who subbed today actually didn't sub. It's just that their notifications reset. So even though it just shows we claimed that we got 12 subs, in reality we lost one. Wow. All right, everyone. So here's the deal. Thank you for your contributions. If you cheer, sub, or tip today, you'll get a nice shout out during the stream. Again, I appreciate everything, but I do, request that if you have the ability, the best way to help me is tipping me today. It's going to help tremendously with bills. Please consider it. All right. And, all right, let's have a good stream. Let's finish off the Pirates. Let's get the Big Hero 6, which was a good movie. See how that factors into everything and just go on from there. Fair enough? All right, everybody. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for everything. And I just misclicked. What the fuck did I click? Okay, I'll click off of that. All right, thank you guys. And I guess let's begin. A short pre-stream today. All right.